Welcome shareholders, it's your CEO Mr. Nix, and this is your FIFA 17 Hull City franchise mode. Let's keep Hull City out of relegation. So here we're going to decide what tournament we're going to get into. Obviously we pick the one with the most money. And over here is some of the objectives that's new this year that we have to try to accomplish. Some of them seem very realistic, some of them seem way out of line. I'm sure that one we can do fairly easily. So what I'd like to do this year is sign a few key players, maybe play one game every 2 months, and put it into the 15-minute video. I like to keep the videos about 15 minutes. It's a little easier for me to make happen, as I'm trying to make a couple during the week. And if you have any teams that you'd like to see us play against, go ahead and let us know in the comments, and we'll play against those teams. Now mind you, I'm not the greatest at soccer, so we're usually playing on semi-pro, and if it starts getting easy, then we'll bump it up. So after playing around with this for a while, I really don't mind the new setup with the new colors. We end up changing that scout. We're going to send him to Italy. Other scouts were, I think, in England and Spain and France. So it's the usual beginning stuff that nobody really cares about. I probably should have edited that out a little better. So we'll go to our lineup. And this is the team they give us. I want to change the formation. I'm not too familiar with this formation, so if we ever do play, I want a formation that I am familiar with. I want to keep 2 strikers on the team instead of just one. And right here looking at a few different formations. So that's the one we end up going with. We're going to be needing a cam, we're going to be needing a decent goaltender, and I wouldn't mind getting some young blood in for our defense. Now, I was looking at Haliovic. Would have loved to have had him, but he recently arrived from Barcelona, so doesn't look like we're going to get a shot at getting him. I still want to find out if we have the chance or not, so I approach him anyway. And while we're at it, we might as well check up on Max Mayer. So one of the things we have to do is hire a scout to get some young talent in. And the one of our goals is to get somebody that we find with that talent and put them into a game in that first year we sign them. Seems easy enough to me. Let's go look at England, because that's where we're playing. Get some homegrown, born talent. And we look through our options. Let's just go with any for now. See what we get. And here's our calendar. 3 games next month. All pretty good teams in the Premier League. So I'll probably end up showing the list of the calendar here for 2 months in every video. And if you'd like and want to see us play any of those teams, go ahead and let us know. And there's our boy Donnarumma. Might as well look into him. We need a goalie. We know he's got some potential from last year. Just like Mayer, just like Haliovic. And what I look for in players is a good strength so that they build a little quicker. I don't know if that still carries over into FIFA 17. And there's Marcus Rashford. Maybe there's somebody we should keep an eye on for striker. And Ian Echo had last year, and he seemed to be pretty okay. You know, he was somebody had my team for a while last year when I did this, and I really didn't mind his output as a striker. So we'll see what his team is looking for when it comes to buying him. And here we're looking for Nelson Semedo. Of course I spell his name wrong. Didn't realize we were looking at that page as long as we were. So keep an eye on that. So we look to see what Benfica wants for him. Is this is one of the players we could possibly still have enough money to get. And last but not least, we're going to look up Reece Oxford. Let's see what West Ham wants for him. Like I said, we're going with a bunch of young guys. We only have to accomplish a mid-table final in the British Premier League. So, since we don't need to be at the top, we get a little bit of time to develop some young talent. And we simulate to get some answers back. Max Mayer, they want 29 million euros. Donnarumma, 10.5. So that's reasonable. We're going to work on that. Rashford's 13. It's good to remember. Ianeko is 11. So those three are pretty good. Make an offer here for Donnarumma. Reason why I think we need goalies, I'm not real confident in the goalie that we do have, even though he's a 76, I do believe. I don't know what kind of potential he's got. So let's just bring in the youngster who's got potential, we know. And if we happen to get a young goalie through our youth system, we have some time to develop that goalie. And in the meantime, we know we got a good one in Donnarumma. And we can sell Donnarumma for quite a bit when we get to that point where we have to make a choice between the two. I always like to try to throw in some players, help with our transfer budget. And there's a lot of players on this team where I'm not really attached to, so we can get rid of them. McGregor in 6 million, looks like 6.5. So instead of going for the striker, wanted to get the cam out of the way. That's the most money. That's the one where we're going to have the most problem with. So we might as well start that early, see if we can actually make a deal. Maybe we'll sell some players in the meantime. Who knows? Haliovic has recently joined Hamburg and will not come over. And Smedu is about 10 million. This was surprising to me that Oxford was so cheap. So maybe we can just trade a player straight up. And I'm really liking that idea. So the next 2 minutes is basically just looking to see what we can sign these players for. Like I said, normally our videos will be about 15 minutes long. And if you have anybody you'd like to see on our team, or anybody you think would be a good fit, let us know. And if you want to see us play against any teams, let us know. And if you liked the video and want to see some more, go ahead and subscribe to us. Let us know you like it. And we'll keep this one going. I think this one we'll keep going for sure. Might want to do a second one if I get some extra time. This one seems like it could be a lot of fun. And I want to do this for 3-4 years. See what happens. And we might end up with the same players a lot of the time. But we got some room to improve this team over the next 2 or 3 years. And we'll see if some of these players develop and how quickly they do. So, this is your CEO. Thanks for watching, and have a good one. Oh, one last thing. I'd like to say I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm too close to the mic again, a little bit of feedback or whatever. We'll figure that out for the next time.